The timeline of Solo, a Star Wars story, is never firmly established in the film. Today I'm going to clear all of that up for you. Just in case you haven't seen it yet, there will be major spoilers ahead. The official guide for Solo provides us with a handy graphic that helps us place the movie in galactic history, but it counts down to the year Han made the Kessel Run. It says he was born 22 years earlier. Counting forward, we can see that he was 13 when the Clone Wars came to an end, which was 19 years before the events of A New Hope, and 9 years before the Kessel Run. So that places the bulk of Solo, a Star Wars story at 10 years before the original trilogy begins, and tells us that Han was 32 when he first met Luke Skywalker. The prologue on Corellia takes place 3 years earlier, or 13 years before A New Hope. I've seen some confusion about the timeline because of Maul's cameo appearance. Some people have incorrectly assumed that Solo takes place before Episode 1, but rest assured that the movie actually takes place 22 years later. Yes, Darth Maul survived being cut in half, and yes, I know that's incredibly hard to believe, but I already did a video on that if you need to catch up on how he's still around. Readers of the book Last Shot might also be a little confused, because I know I am. The present day of that story takes place 2 years after the Battle of Jakku. Han's flashbacks are 10 years before that, and Lando's are 5 years before that. So Han's flashbacks are 3 years before the events of A New Hope, and Lando's are 8 years before. But Lando owns the Falcon with L337 during his portion of the story. So I think the math of that book is a little bit off and probably needs to be shifted back a couple years. Young Lando's Last Shot story most likely takes place shortly before the events of Solo, and then Han's story probably picks up 5 years later, halfway between Solo and A New Hope. It's all very confusing, and this math can be hard to wrap your head around with all the different milestones and battles and befores and afters. I expect the book will be amended when it comes out in paperback or something. No big deal. But as it relates to the rest of the movies and TV shows, here's a little timeline that'll hopefully help you out. The basics are that it's 9 years after the prequel trilogy, about 6 years before Star Wars Rebels starts, and 10 years before Rogue One and the original trilogy. And sure, why not, 44 years before the sequel trilogy. I just saw a lot of questions regarding exactly when Solo takes place, and I wanted to do my best to clear it up. If you have any more questions about Solo, please leave them in the comments, and stay on the lookout for more videos like this covering the movie. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out my Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.